Hello everybody and welcome to the weekly vlog where I talk about topics in relation to the channel and about video games in general. This week I'm going to be talking about 1. The monetization on the videos, 2. About basically finding that balance and being able to how I've figured out what's best way for me to commentate on my videos, and 3. Basically what I've been playing this week. So first up, a couple of my videos, well, a good few of my videos, for some reason, their monetization went a little bit weird. And for some reason it was set to show long, non-skippable ads on some of my videos, which is absolutely insane. The reason being is that when you're doing Let's Play videos, it's generally not a good idea to put long, non-skippable ads onto your videos. The reason being is that you're putting up so many videos a week that you don't really need it up there, and like people don't want to be like, every time they want to watch one of your videos, they don't want to be having to sit there for 20-30 seconds waiting for it to go by. It's fine if you're just doing like 1 video a week or something like that, or maybe 2 videos a week, because your whole week is taken up by putting those 2 videos together, because there'll be a lot of editing, like, you know, something like a game review or something like that, like what Angry Joe does, where he only puts up 1 a week, or Yahtzee Crossjaw with his once a week 0 punctuation videos. That's fine in an instance like that, but doing that when you get like 18-20 videos up a week is a little bit insane, because there's just no need for it. And for some reason, I don't know how, but some of my videos did get monetized in this sense. Now, I have gone through them all, and all, well, not every single video, but it seems to have stopped once I got to a certain point. But I had to go through about 300 of my videos just to make sure that this wasn't the case and turn it off on what ones I had. So yeah, I apologize for that. That was never intentional. I don't know what the hell happened there. I don't know why that was the case. Like the most that's going to come up on the ads for my videos is that you might have to sit for 5 seconds through an ad, and then you can skip it if you want, or something like that. But apart from that, you shouldn't have to sit there for 20 seconds, 20-30 seconds and wait for the video to start because of the ad. So no more of my videos are going to have that on if you did run into that problem, and I do apologize for that in general, and hopefully it won't be happening again. 2 is basically finding that balance and what suits you with commentary on your videos. For me, it's been a case of just trying to find that balance, what suits me, what suits my personality, and what way to do the commentary. And I've kind of gotten to that point now where I know where I'm at with my commentary. I've kind of discussed this before, where with horror games I tend to be that bit quieter, because I feel that if I was loud and hyper and screaming my head off at every little jump scare, I'd be ruining the immersion of the actual game and just ruining the atmosphere and the horror in general. So that's generally why I don't do that. But on top of that, it's not me. So that's what I mean by that. I mean, I love my horror games, I love horror movies and everything like that, but I wouldn't get like scared to the point that I'm screaming into a microphone or anything like that. And you know, that's why I do it my way. I don't try to do it like other YouTubers do, and I find that's what a lot of people are doing. They're just doing the same as everyone else, and just, you know, it doesn't work for me, and it's just not me, you know. And I know that a couple of you that watch my videos, you're contemplating, you've talked to me about it, and you're contemplating doing your own channel and things like that, and that's primarily why I want to talk about this. Is just, you know, if you're going to start your own channel, just be yourself. Don't try to be another YouTuber. Um, like there's so many people, like, you know, we've got PewDiePie, we've got Markiplier and things like that, and there's so many other channels out there, and they're just doing the same thing, and they're just, it's, when I watch their videos, it's kind of like looking at a non-physical copy, if you know what I mean. Like it's just like watching a Markiplier video or whatever, but it's just not him, it's just another person. And that's not the direction that I generally recommend going. Like, I know that that might be considered the in thing now, and the thing that's going to get you the most views and the most subscribers. Fine, if it is that case, so be it. But I don't go that way because it's not me. It's as simple as that. It's just not me. I'm not that kind of person. It's as simple as that. I don't get terrified. I don't scream at things popping up out of nowhere and things like that. So because that's not me, I don't do it. It's as simple as that. And, like, you know, even if it is a case, oh, maybe, you know, if you were to do this and you get more views and more subscribers and things like that, it's not about that. YouTube is not about that. Not for me anyway. I do this because it's fun to me. I enjoy doing it, and I'm not going to just change because of that, and neither should you or anyone else. You should just do what you like and enjoy doing. Like, my general personality when it comes to games and things is that I'm kind of the halfway between analyzing everything and being a game critic at the same time. It's kind of like I go through the game and I try to have as, like, you know, I have as much fun as I can, and I I analyze the game, I analyze everything about it, and then at the end of it, then I kind of give my own personal opinion and what I thought of it, what they could have done better, what went wrong, and things like that. So I kind of take more of a analytic, critical view when I do a let's play, more so than anything else. That's, you know, and yeah, you know, I joke around and mess around and that, but I'm my main purpose is not to entertain as such. It's not to just be this joker and to just, you know, a video for the sake of laughs. I excuse me. I like to take a more sort of analytic approach to it, and sort of look at the game for what the game is, as opposed to just the main focus of being just joking around, which is the case with quite a lot of let's plays. Because to me, the idea of a let's play is to play the game, hence the name let's play. So, you know, not to sit there and joke around all the time. But of course I mess about a bit, but you know, it's not my primary focus. My primary focus is to play the game, hence the name let's play. So that's kind of the way that I take my way with things, and when it comes to let's plays. And for those of you who are looking to maybe start up a channel, just do things your way. Don't try to be the next Markiplier. Don't try to be the next PewDiePie, or don't try to be, like, if you want to be a games critic, don't try to be the next Yahtzee or the next Total Biscuit or the next Angry Joe. Just do it your way and learn and grow from that. I mean, I've learned so much from doing YouTube. Like, I'm in no way a success with it, but the skills that I have gained and the confidence that I have gained and the new abilities that I've gained from doing this far outweighs any money that has been put into it or anything like that, or time. I mean, like 2 years ago I wouldn't have been able to sit here and talk into the webcam like I am now. Like 2 years ago I wouldn't have known jack shite about editing a video or even really making a video in any sort of decent shape or form. And through doing it, like, my analysing of games, my outlook on games, my ability to look at games differently and from different perspectives is all increased, and I've become better at it. So, it's not about becoming a success on YouTube for me. It's just about having fun, and at the same time, I'm gaining experience and gaining skills that I didn't previously have. So it's always a win-win. So don't worry about anything when it comes to YouTube. Don't go in saying I'm doing this to make money, because if you go in with that attitude, you're not going to become a success or anything like that, because people will notice it from a mile away, and particularly if you're trying to be someone else. So just be yourself, and I've found what I think suits me when it comes to the commentary. Yeah, I joke around from time to time, more so on action games than anything else, but I still take more of an analysing approach and sort of a game critical approach than anything else. But if you're going to start up a YouTube channel, just be yourself and do things your way. Don't try to copy someone else, because it just doesn't work, to be honest. So yeah, I've found what's best for me. So if you're starting one, do the same. Just find it and experiment as well and see what way it works. Thirdly, what I've been playing over the past week, I've actually been playing a few games over the past week. I've been doing Let's Play on Half-Life, which needs very little introduction. For those of you that might not know Half-Life, it's a first-person shooter. It was made by Valve, and you basically take on the role of Gordon Freeman, who is a scientist, and he's working on these various experiments to do with teleportation and alternate dimensions, or different dimensions, and transporting through them and all this kind of thing. And it all goes wrong, and basically you have to escape the base and try and survive and things like that. There's a lot more complexity behind it than just that, but that's basically the gist of it. In case you haven't played it, I don't want to ruin it all for you, but it's a great first person shooter. It was the absolute shit when it came out. Like everybody had it, everybody was talking about it. It was probably the first person shooter at the time, and it's a great game, and I'm really enjoying going back through it again for probably about the third or fourth time by now. But I have the 2 expansions as well, which is Opposing Force and Blue Shift. I'll be probably doing them afterwards as well. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. I've been having an absolute ball going back through it, and yeah, it's been an awful lot of fun. I've also been playing Doom 3 BFG Edition in my spare time, which is basically Doom 3, the expansion Resurrection of Evil, and the Lost missions, which are additional missions that are included in the BFG Edition. It's the same as Doom 3, but it's just all been put together as one pack. You also get Doom 1 and Doom 2 with it as well. It's really enjoyable. Like, if you like Doom or sort of games like that, I definitely give it a try. And Doom 3, even though it's over 10 years old now, the graphics stand up brilliantly. I mean, the graphics are better in that than they are in a lot of games even today. And it's a scary game. It's one of those games that it's not scary in the sense that the game has scripted in scares. It's more scary because of the monsters and the way that they're designed. Because some of them they're quiet enough. They might let off a shriek or something like that every now and then, but sometimes you don't notice them, and then all of a sudden you turn around and you get a smack in the face because they're so bloody quiet coming up behind you and you don't notice it. So it's more the way that the enemies are designed, as opposed to the developers sticking in points of scares. So it's really well done, and it still remains one of my favourite first person shooters, and probably one of my favourite horror games. I am thinking of going through it as well, maybe as my next horror game. I'm not really sure yet. I'm kind of contemplating. I can see myself going for Doom 3, really. The reason being is that I have horror games lined up, I just don't have them downloaded, and I need my friend to download them for me. So I think I might just go for Doom 3 for the next horror Let's Play, because it is a scary game. There is no doubt about that, and it's an awesome game as well. I know that it's got guns and things in it, and people have this idea that, oh, if there's weapons in it, it's not scary anymore. That's not true. That is something I completely disagree with. I just think that's a different type of horror, but it doesn't mean that it takes the horror from it, and that's a topic that I'm going to go into another day. But yeah, I think that's what I'm going to go for my next horror Let's Play as well. What else? I haven't started it yet, but, and this is another one of my cardinal sins of gaming, is I'm going to start this week The Witcher. Like The Witcher 3 has just been released. When was it? 2 days ago. Excuse me. And yeah, I've never played any of the Witcher games. I have them, but I haven't played them. And I thought that with The Witcher 3 just being released, I sort of said, well, there's not really a better time to get started. And the thing is, it's going to take up my long slot as well, but Pathologic, I've been doing it for so many weeks now. I do want to take a break from it for a week or two. The reason being is that when you're just doing the same game week in, week out, you do kind of get a little bit tired of it, and you kind of get to that point where you're not enjoying it as much as you were, because it's just monotonous and you're just playing the same game. So I think for maybe a week or two I'm going to play The Witcher instead of Pathologic, but I will go back to it like in a week or two. It's just to mix it up a little bit, just because Pathologic is a very long game. It really is. Like right now as it stands, I've got 40 parts actually done now, which is an awful lot, and I've been doing it for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, and I just want a bit of a change, that's all. So I'm going to be getting started on The Witcher this week. The first one, I have the special edition. I have the second one as well, but I thought with as I said, like with The Witcher 3 just being released, I thought that there's no better time to actually play the Witcher series and get started on it. And as I said, I wanted to do an RPG after Pathologic, but I think I might just do both at the same time, because just to vary it up a bit. But yeah, apart from that, I've been playing 7 Days a Skeptic. Can't remember if I talked about this last week or not, but 7 Days a Skeptic is sequel to 5 Days a Stranger, which is the second game in the Chiso mythos, created by Yahtzee Croshaw. And it's again a point and click adventure, but it's taken place many years ahead of 5 Days a Stranger. It's kind of like how the 5 Days a Stranger, which is the first game, kind of introduces you to the concept, and then 7 Days a Skeptic is where it all ends, if you know what I mean. And then the games after that are everything in between, from what I gathered, which is 6 Days a Skeptic and 6 Days of Sacrifice, and Trilby's Notes is the other one. And it basically takes place on a space station, or spaceship I should say. Kind of a lot of Star Trek-y influence there, and basically it's pretty much 5 Days a Stranger in space is the best way to put it. And it's a lot of fun. You have, of course, it's a point and click adventure, and of course the crew start getting picked off one by one, and you have to try and stop the killer. I'm not going to basically go into detail because I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but yeah, it's a great game. If you like point and click adventures and things like that, definitely check it out. As I said, you can get the entire collection through Yahtzee's website, which is fully Ramblomatic, I think it's called. But if you just put in 5 Days of Strange or 7 Days of Skeptic into Google, it'll come up anyway, and you'll be able to download them from there. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been playing over the past week. As I said, I'm going to be getting into The Witcher this week, and I'll be probably starting recordings on that tomorrow. But yeah, Pathologic, I'm getting there. I reckon there's probably about another 30 plus episodes still to go, is it? Thereabouts. It's a long game. It's not turning out to be quite as long as I originally thought. The days seem to be going a bit quicker now. The first day went on for what felt like forever, but I think that more than anything that was because it was kind of introducing everybody and all the characters, and that was now I'm just going to specific characters and things like that, so it doesn't quite take as long. But it's still looking, it's definitely matching Maximus 15, which was 70 parts long. I have a feeling it'll probably reach 70, maybe just under or maybe just over, thereabouts, but I am trying my best to get through it without too many failures. I've had a few so far, which has made life kind of difficult in places. But yeah, so I'm going to leave it here for this part. I was going to do a second vlog this week, but I got a tremendous amount of pain with my wisdom tooth at the moment, so I'm probably going to stop for today, and just hopefully it'll be fine by tomorrow. It bloody hurts just to talk. I'm so tempted to just go to the dentist and get the bastards yanked out. But yeah, so next week I'm going to have double vlogs. I'm going to talk about Amnesia versus Penumbra, and I know I was supposed to do that this week, but I just, with this bloody tooth, I just haven't had the chance. I'm literally doing this the day before giving the videos to my friends, so yeah, but I'll be doing it probably tomorrow, and that way it'll be done and ready. So basically I'm just going to be talking about the strengths and weaknesses of each game, and where I think, you know, what one did better than the other, because it is a case of that where one game did better in one department whilst the other one did better in another department and things like that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that hopefully tomorrow, and it'll be up with next week's uploads. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it here for this vlog. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope that you've enjoyed the video, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you, and have fun.